Okay, there we go. That should work. Alright, while the stream is connecting, I will say a quick hello. Hello, this is KN from SonicSong182, and I'm here again with my artist friend, Toby Tots. Hello, Toby.
Hi. Hello, everybody.
Yep, everybody is coming in now with Random Fizz having been the first person to say hello. Hi, everybody! XX Kitten XX said the edgy boy. Yes, we are continuing to work on the edgy boy today. Because I didn't get to finish coloring his face. Well, actually, his face is the only thing that I did finish coloring last time, but, there was still a lot more shadow poses to color, which will be good. Let me go ahead and max this one out, and I'm gonna open the chat in a different window. Happy Friday, everybody! I hope everyone is having a good day today and that you guys had a good week. Always helpful not to have a terrible one. Yay! How was your week, Toby?
It's been pretty chill.
Sweet.
Just trying to move, but I've had some setbacks. But yes, it's been mostly chill.
You know what? You are not the only person I know of who is moving. One of my voice actors is also moving, but I will leave that for them to share if they want to. Okay, so screen share keeled over and died, it looks like.
Yep, I noticed that.
Let me try that again. Thank you. Let's share the screen. That would be fantastic.
Back to the infinity screen.
Yep. I think it's gonna, explode before I get it to work properly, because I'm pretty sure that I am sharing the screen, but it acts kind of weird at first. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes, the infinity screen is back, everyone. You have, the pleasure of seeing this wildness. What's going on? This is not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either. Well, on the bright side, look at this fantastic starter sketch that Toby is working on for Tails.
Yep.
I'll get the oh, were those the practice sketches you were working on?
Oh yeah. I was just doing a bunch of doodles.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I forgot I did a crazy
Oh my gosh, Amy! What's going on? No! Oh my gosh. Okay, eventually I will get this under control. That would be fantastic. I think that this is on the wrong screen, which is why it is going kind of nuts. But, yes, you guys are having a fantastic time looking at this weirdness.
They're just having a little bit of technical difficulties.
It got worse, Toby! It got worse!
Oh no, what happened? Oh god!
Let me turn off my screen share for a second so I can click on the correct screen, because I think that is the, that was the problem. Okay.
I didn't know that Infinite would be here.
Infinite, no! Why would you do this? Oh my gosh. Alright, so I finally got everything under control, and, something that's very, characteristic of a SonicSong182 stream is that one of the comments I have in the chat from Yanni Martin is, everything's exploding. I think that ought to be right. That's the subtitle for what the Fun Friday streams are like. Okay, we finally got this figured out, so I'm gonna try this again. Hello everybody, this is KN from SonicSong182 for all of you guys who weren't here right when we started, and I am here again today with my artist friend Toby Tots, who is doing the sketches for the new poses for this project we're working on, while I'm doing the line art and flat colors. Say hello, Toby.
Hi guys!
Toby says hello. And as you can see, he is working on Tails today, doing the basic sketches, and before he does the fancy detailed ones. And I'm still coloring the edgy boy from last week, because I didn't get to finish. Toon L's Gaming said, the screens are now use! Yes! Everything has come together now. Oh good. Alright, I'm going to say some hellos, and then I'm going to color the edgy boy. Alright, everybody, let's go. Hello to Alyssa Flores, Anelli Ortiz, Anthony Tardugno, Baby Droney, Becca the Hedgefox, Big Dog Productions, Black Knight Rose, Blessing Pick 9 Destroya, Box the Hedgehog, Braden Fulmar, Braden Brown, Cece Clover, Shea Hernandez, that could be Chea, but I'm not sure. Cheesy Biscuit 05, which sounds delightful, Chavez Salisbury, Chloe Bosch, Cody Gilbert, Daisy Yara, Dimension X0, Devont Salmon, Dimitri Kobos, Doge MLG Deadbone, Elemental God Anthony J. Infinity, Emerald the Hedgehog 1256, Ender Killer 102, Phalem Wara, Fire Ninja Animation, Fredbear 98 Gaming King, Frisk the Human, Fun John, Fun Party, Futuristic Life 101, Galaxy Chan, Gentry the Hedgehog, Girly Girl Care Bear, Giselle Cisneros, Green the Hedgehog 2004, Hedgehog Fans 808, Henrique Martins, Iffy 739, India B, Infinite Speed, Infinite the Jackal, Jackal the Wolf, Jaden Coleman, James Smith, Jane 11 the Night Guard, Jason 366 Guerrero, Jessica the Raccoon, Jose Padilla, Kennedy K. Josnas, King Natsu, Kostas Skoufos, Laura Moore, Lechar the Leopard, Leon Crazyman 07, Lisa Uzumaki, Lyra is Rouge the Bat, Lyrical Miracle 9608, Main Aylin Lara, Mario and Sonic's Adventures, Mario Luigi 2002, Matt Newcomb, Maxella Fluffyfoot, Maito Brito, Mega Plays _14, Memsley Mem, Metric Girl, Miguel Perez, Miles Tails Prower, hashtag Shadow Meme Lord Squad, and you know, now that I think of it, that's a very relevant name to today's stream, isn't it? Yay! Yeah. Milika Sirik, or Militia Sirik maybe, Molly Rice, Mr. Cringe, Mr. Wanapon, Mythical Panda 49, Nefessa Ahmed, Neon Kalos, Night Child Artist Gamer, Nikolai, maybe? 4560, Olaf 4444, Pac-Man Fan 64, Parappa the Rapper, Park Himin, Phantom 7620, Portcast Luke Official, Killin' Crusader, Quilava 345, Quentin Belmer, Rachel Squishies, that's a cute name. Rainbow Dash 13826, Raquel Mora, Red Toad, Rice Jam, Rose Nonshari, Royal Phoenix, S&L, Sans the Skeleton, Sapphire, Vixen, Scott Conlon, Screen Time, Sega Thunder, The Hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog 213, Shuji Yamada, Silver Ness, Solar and Luna, or Solar X Luna, Sonic the Werehog, Sonic Fanboy, Sonic Fan 678, Sparkle Stars 58 MLP, Star Wars Dude 98, Super JD 64, Symphonic Labyrinth, Tharjal BW, The Gamer Kid, Sonic and Mario, The Gaming Gecko, The Hyper God 9903, Thorn Tendo Bros, Toon L's Gaming, Trip K, Vane Ray, War Turtle, Wyatt the Hedgehog, X Pool, the Meme Lord, XX Kitten, XX, and Yo Jazz Hey! Hello, Jazzy!
Jazzy!
What's up? Oh, also, Yo Jazz Hey says, wow, so many people here. Yeah, it was around 150 a moment ago. Ooh! And King Natsu said, that is a lot of people. Oh, and Shuji Yamada said, yeah, you said my name right, you always do. Oh, well, great! It's, a lot of it is pure luck. I'm always, sorry to terribly mispronounce most of your guys' names. There's, you know, it's hard to, well, sometimes, like, I'll find out how it's actually pronounced, but it's hard to remember because there's a lot of you guys. Oh, also, there's a long string of people shouting, Jazzy! In the chat. Oh, Rice Jam said, sorry, don't know her name, but she sounds like Rouge. If you're referring to me, maybe? Hello, my name is KN. I'm from SonicSong182. I am the director and the content creator here on the channel, and I do the voice of Rouge the Bat, and Blaze the Cat, and Maria Robotnik the Hedgehog, and Bokun, and then other weirdos in the background. Yay! I am here with my artist friend, Toby, and we are working on some artwork, involving some poses for a project that I'm working on at the moment, but I can't tell you guys about it, or too much about it, until maybe in the summer sometime. But basically what's going on here, you can see on this side of the screen over here, Toby is working on some basic sketches, and from those, oh, what a cute little smile he's got on. And then,
he's so adorable.
This is kind of, actually, you know what, you could explain that, Toby. Tell us about these simple sketches you're making and what happens after that.
Okay, so basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just doing these skeleton sketches that just kind of tell me where everything is, and then I go back and do some more detailed ones just to make it easier. Since it's tails, it's not going to be that hard this time.
Yeah!
It'll be easier than usual.
With a fluffy smile, and if it helps at all for visualizing what our workflow is for this project, after Toby does the basic sketches and then the more detailed sketches, he sends me the more detailed sketches. Here's a example of a pose for Shadow over here in red. That's Toby's work. And then I work on top of it. Sometimes I change some details, like I made my own chest floof style right there. I upturned it a little bit to make it more aggressive chest floof. And then I do the final lines with some adjustments here and there, and then the flat colors. And there is actually yet another stage to be done on this artwork, but maybe that will be revealed in time. Dun dun dun!
Ooh.
Aw, Link, the hero of Minish, said, Sonic Song, you know, if there's one thing I've come to notice, it's that some of the best Sonic fans are the animators, from you guys to Some Call Me Johnny to the people at Sonic Paradox. Well, that is nice of you to say. I do know at least, I don't really count as a Sonic animator. I don't think. My, animation style is super simple. Mostly the reason why I could make it, like, complex and actually animated, but then it would take me, like, the whole year to make something cool for you guys. I have so much respect for the, like, the animators who actually, like, do the real, like, you know, full animation. That is not easy. I think you gotta be pretty dedicated to, you know, being a part of the fandom to do things like animation and SFM animation and, you know, just big projects in general, because boy, does it take a lot of time. Oh, dear. But that's good, that's good. Thank you very much for the compliment.
Don't mind me, just trying to get everything to fit on my computer screen.
That's okay.
Trying to get the screen share to fit, and then the chat to fit, and
I fortunately, I did get a replacement computer, so I do have, I'm doing my art on the main computer, while I've got, like, the chat and stuff up on my laptop next to me, which I did have to edit some episodes of Ask the Sonic Heroes on when my, regular desktop computer exploded for a little while. That was not good. That was for the Valentine's Day episode. That was a huge episode. It was not good to, lose my, main editing machine at that time. Boy.
Hold on, I saw something. Arena Kester says that Shadow's shoes look nice. I can never get his shoes right. We suffered!
Yes, we did!
But thank you.
There was a little-
feel your pain.
There was a little bit of a team effort on getting the shoes right. I attribute that mostly to Toby's line art. I just made some small adjustments, like to fix things, but mostly he's responsible for how that turned out. There we go. Now I don't have to keep turning this on, so I can check what he looks like. I'm gonna color the edgy boy now. Huzzah!
Woo!
And this is some fun music. Since the announcement about Sonic Mania Plus, I've been in a Sonic Mania mood.
That's true.
James McIlly asked, KN, what does your Bokun voice sound like without the sound effects? Alright, so, you guys haven't probably heard Bokun much recently. The last time he was seen on the channel was during the Halloween episode of Ask the Sonic Heroes, this past October, where he was revealed to be working as a cameraman on the Ask the Sonic Hero show at this time. That is his role. But he has special effects put on his voice so that it sounds more like a robot. So this question is asking what he sounds like without those special effects on there. I warn you, it's noisy and probably obnoxious to listen to. Because Bokun, like, can't talk, like, mellow and chill like a normal character. He basically screams everything. It's just, that's his life. So, let's see. I'm moving away from the microphone so I can scream appropriately. Okay, Toby, prepare your headphones. Headphone users, prepare.
Oh boy.
Hi, I'm Bokun, and welcome to Ask the Sonic Heroes, in which I'm gonna ask all the questions this time. Forget all you hosts, Bokun's in charge now.
Oh boy.
There he is.
Oh no. Bokun, no.
Yes, he is very loud. Good stuff.
I just hope he doesn't have any bombs. That tends to be his thing on Sonic X, right? He, like, brings messages, but then they turn into bombs because they self-destruct.
Yes.
At least
Him and
that's what I
his
remember.
exploding TVs, that was kind of his thing.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't even supposed to play Bokun on the channel originally. Like, I tried so hard to cast that role to somebody else. There was this one girl who did a really, really cute job with characters who had that voice type, and I wanted that person to play it, but I couldn't get into contact with them. And, he was just, like, a hard role to cast, so I ended up just playing him myself, quote-unquote, temporarily, and, we see what happened from that. It's just his voice solidified to be what it is now, like, on the channel, so... You know, I just stuck with him. He's a cute little guy, but boy, is he noisy.
Yep.
It's good stuff.
Oh boy.
You know, I always have this urge to draw Shadow's stripe on his arm no matter what position it's in. I'm pretty sure his stripe wouldn't show from this position. It's on his elbow. But I'm like, yeah, I should draw it anyway. Like, that's not accurate. Don't make
Sometimes
Toby
I just forget to draw those.
I love to have them show, like, I cheat the angle just to have, like, his stripes and things show. Oh, nice.
Trying to look for questions, but also, like, try and draw at the same time.
Yeah, it is hard to do both at the same time. That's why we had so many buddies come in to hang out with us last time also. Plus, it's even harder if I'm doing, like, line art stuff. Coloring, it's a little bit easier to talk and do the coloring at the same time. But last week I had just gotten, like, back from a unpleasant dentist appointment. And I was doing line art, so I was like, oh gosh. This is hard.
Not to mention there was, like, 6 people in this stream that time.
Oh, yep, that's why okay, well, actually, we had lots of friends in because Ames got snowed in and, to her house, so she had nothing else to do, and then I just let everybody come in to hang out, and we had a fantastic party.
It was fun. It was really cool getting to talk to everybody.
Just, like, always looking up and Jazzy's doing something scary with some memes.
Oh boy.
Serenity Spaz Queen asked, what's your favorite song or genre? For me, I'm usually listening to soundtracks from movies and games, kind of like we are right now. I think, you know, they, inspire story ideas, I guess, and so I, enjoy listening just to, like, the background music from movies and video games. Other than that, I have trouble talking about what kind of music I like because I don't know what they're called. I think I like techno pop, or electro pop or something, but I don't know if that's what it's really called. I'm just making stuff up, I guess. Yeah, I will stick with that. Electropop and soundtracks, I guess. How about you, Toby? What do you listen to?
I basically just listen to anything I think sounds nice.
Yeah, I don't tend to get stapled down to a specific genre. I'll listen to something that's pretty unusual for me if it if it's fun or it sounds nice in some way. For the most part, the songs I get attached to are the ones that make my like story brain think. It's very frequently that. Like if it can get me going on a and remind me of a story that I'm working on or something, then it is lots of fun to listen to.
I just like all kinds of music except for country. That's about it.
You know, it's a fairly...
I think my favorite song is oh, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say that's a fairly common, I think, thing that I do hear a lot. Everyone's like, I like everything except maybe country. I think I felt like that about country for a while, but I think it's just because I wasn't listening to the right kind of country. Generally, I don't like to listen to songs that are, you know, bummery, like sad, and a lot of country is, but my mom likes country a lot, and she has got a lot more fun, bouncy songs to listen to. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm cool with country now. I was listening to the, like, sad country, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to be bummed out, but I don't even listen to, like, sad pop music, like, breakup songs. I'm like, go away. I want to listen to something fun. Sorry if I threw off your train of thought. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say my favorite song, though, is called Gravity by Sarah Bareilles. It is a very pretty song, and I recommend listening to it if you like pretty songs.
I might need to try to listen to that after the stream. Off the top of my head, if I was gonna recommend a song, I think most people have listened to this one before, or a lot of people have, according to different conversations, but I like Shelter a lot from Porter and Midian.
Oh, yes.
That is,
that song.
I have listened to that song, like, on repeat for years. Maybe not that long.
Yeah.
Musical Sushi
It's
showed
such
me
a
that
good
one.
song.
It is. It's a fun beat. It's got a neat little, like, animation story that goes with it, so it's a good time.
Yes. So pretty. There's a lot of pretty covers of that song, too.
Yes,
there.
Yeah, I've got a few of the covers saved too. They were good songs. Pasta Gamer 77 asked, "What was your reaction when the new Smash Bros was announced?" I might not be the best person to ask about Smash Bros. Like, I don't play fighting games because I'm not very good at them. I'm pretty sure that everyone in the Ninja Crew was, that includes, like, Jazzy and Melvin, I'm pretty sure they were all very excited when it was announced, because they play lots of Smash Bros, between being busy with work and stuff, so I think my general reaction was, it was just, generally positive, like, oh, cool, because I knew a lot of my friends were, like, super excited and, like, shocked. I guess it was not expected to be announced, so it was kind of a big deal. And people made, like, compilations of reactions to it, and, like, public place reactions, so I can tell it was a big deal, but I don't really play it myself. Toby, did you have any particular reactions, or are you in the same boat as me?
I think I'm probably in the same boat as you, because I don't play Smash Bros. I don't really get to, because I don't have the consoles for it. So I'm just kind of like, oh, that's cool. I can't play it.
It seemed to be good news. I know there's lots of, or at least the last time I checked, there was lots of speculation right now about whether the third-party characters were going to be able to stay or not. No idea. No idea. But that would be nice if our boy Sonic could stay in there.
Yes. Let him be there.
That would be nice. Sonic Fanboy asked, "Do you guys like Sonic Boom? I sort of like it," is what they said. What are your thoughts on the Sonic Boom TV show?
Oh, I love it.
Nice.
It cracks me up so much. I mean, it's not accurate to how the characters actually are, but it's funny. still. There's a lot of great jokes.
Nice.
And I like...
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead. You're actually the expert here. I haven't watched it.
I like some of the aspects of the way the characters are portrayed. I like how they made Amy less crazy, I guess. She's not really crazy. They just kind of downplayed her crush on Sonic a lot. So I like that. It seems more realistic to me.
Yeah, it's interesting new approach. I have not seen the show, but I was a little shocked by Knuckles' redesign. Because I was like, I was coming out of the woodworks, like, this all started up when I was on hiatus, and so I was very not up to date with, you know, with the Sonic news, and so that's what I came back to. My favorite boy is this musclehead guy. I'm like, what happened? Knuckles, no! He didn't need the muscles to be strong. But,
yeah, I'm not so sure how I feel about that redesign.
Yeah, I was a little disturbed about the redesign and his, personality being turned up to, like, 11 in the direction of, Mr. Dumbhead. But,
yeah.
But to be fair, from what I have seen, I don't dislike the, character of Knuckles. He's the one who makes me laugh the most from the clips that I saw. He's very funny. I think that for what they were going for with the show, like, you know, they needed to take a more, or a newer and more comedic approach with characters. It wasn't really about making them true to their, video game personas. Like, it's its own thing, which I think is why I'm okay, like, you know, it doesn't bother me that much. I was just a little surprised when I came back and that's what I saw.
Yeah.
It's not like they changed, Knuckles' personality permanently in all, like, the games and stuff. It's its own universe, and I think it came across pretty well. And from the clips that I've seen, it looked like it was a pretty fun show.
Yeah, it's pretty silly.
I also am coming from a place of having not played the Sonic Boom games, so I have no idea what happened there either. I feel like this might be a weirdly optimistic thing to say, given the reviews that I've seen and heard of from the Sonic Boom games, but I think I would like them. I really do. I think I would like them. Despite the glitches and the, like, you know, weird stuff going on, I have a pretty high level of patience for certain things, and I like the concept of it. I think you know, my expectations wouldn't be set super high. I think I would probably have fun playing the game. If I recall correctly, I think Shadow759 actually had a great time playing Sonic Boom.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, so, you know, I think it's fun, but I'm not well educated in how the show goes along.
It's very silly.
The Gaming Gecko said, yeah, I wouldn't recommend the Sonic Boom games personally. You know, I don't know of anybody who would recommend the games, or at least nobody ever has, but, again, I do have, I've got a lot of patience for the kinds of issues that are described to be in the Sonic Boom games. I do think I would like it. Like, if I got a hold of a copy, I wouldn't mind, like, live streaming it, but I would probably need a friend to play with me, because I feel like I would have a lot of patience for it to the point where I'd have fun, but I think I would also be pretty incompetent at it. I need, like, Platy there to help me out. Man, if I could get my sister Ames to visit, and, like, if I don't even know if it's like a co-op game. I have no idea, but even if we just, like, traded the controller off back and forth, I think she and I would, like, we'd probably laugh a lot.
Yeah, I could imagine.
It'd be a good
I wonder if it is a co-op game. It seems like it would be, because you get to play as 4 different characters.
Yeah, there's a lot of games with that format that are, but I really have no idea. It would be, I think, more fun if they have that option, or at least like a, you know, I grew up in an era in which co-op games were very common, because, you know, there was a lot of opportunities to, you know, and they weren't like, all fighting game, like, it was really co-op games where you'd go through the stages and you had to work together on things rather than against each other. I always preferred games like that because my big brother and my sister Ames were both good at games, and I was not good at games. So, if we wanted to play something like a fighting game, I was just gonna get my butt kicked. That is all. This good music. Oh my goodness. Metric Girl said, Sonic Song, teach us your amazing drawing skills. They are beast. Oh gosh, thank you. I should cover this again, for anybody who's come into the stream, not from the beginning. At the moment, my artist friend here, Toby, and I are teaming up on a project, which we can't tell you much about just yet, but what we're doing here is that Toby is drawing some basic sketches and then some detailed sketches, and he sends them to me, and I do final line art on them. For example, let me turn off all these layers, and his chest floof. Alright, this is the sketch in red here that Toby sent me last week. And so I did the line art from here, because it is, by us working together, it's really speeding up the process of getting all the poses that we need for the project that we're working on. And so, oh my gosh, what layers are missing? The chest floof is gone. There we go. So, oh, Tails looks so cute. So, we're working together on doing some fancy art. And Toby is working on some Tails poses over there while I am coloring some Shadow. Woo!
Yeah.
Iffy739 asked, just wondering, why don't you use the paint bucket tool? I don't think paint bucket works all that well in Photoshop because of the way I draw. I think if I drew differently or changed the settings, maybe I could. But, like, if I did paint bucket tool, watch this. I don't know how well it's gonna show up, but let me zoom in a whole lot. I just paint bucket. Oh gosh. Ah! See, So even if this had been a closed line and it didn't flood out here, because of the way I draw in Photoshop, like it's got a certain kind of brush effect, using the paint tool can't get into all the nooks and crannies here. It leaves like a whole, like open layer back there of random color.
Has taken over the entire picture.
Yes, it has. So the reason why I don't do the paint bucket tool is that it's actually incompatible with the, oh my gosh, with the drawing style that I have. I'm pretty sure that there are settings that I could do to fix that problem and be able to use the paint bucket tool in Adobe Photoshop, because that would be weird if there was really no way. But aside from that, an additional reason is I find it relaxing to color it as if I was doing traditional coloring work. So it's kind of like I'm just sitting here with my colored pencils or with Copic markers or something, and then just, you know, coloring it like as if it were more traditional art. So part of it is I am not actually supremely educated in how to do these very specific things on Photoshop. My buddy Musical Sushi, however, she knows all. And then also, some of it's just because I find it more enjoyable to color that way.
I just made myself sad because now I'm drawing Tails' sad pose. Why this?
And really quick, just as a additional thing here, I'm gonna do a connecting line of a circle. See, this one, that's a terrible circle, but see on this one, the lines are connected. See, there's no hole that's gonna, like, paint bucket tool out of everything. But, still, look at this. Like, there's a lot of green edge that it doesn't get. Like, it's missing a lot. And I mean, if I went ahead and did paint bucket tool and then I just took the regular tool here and then just, oops. And then I'd have to make like a layer underneath it and then color in the edges. I mean, I could work that way, but it does make things kind of tough to work with, because also, say I did do that, but then later on in the process I decided that that line really wasn't working and I need to change like a detail. Now it's like mostly connected, except that, you know, it just makes like a big mess. So I'm okay doing, like, I've got a personal preference for coloring like I'm doing traditional art. And then also because I don't have, like, my lines aren't connected, they need to, like, overlap in different ways and stuff like that. Because of that, I just prefer to do it this way. It does save me some other issues. Cheesy Biscuit 05 asked, Toby, can you draw on normal paper? Just wondering since you can draw so well on the computer or tablet or whatever you're on.
Yeah, I can draw on just paper. I can do traditional. I just don't do it as often, mainly because, I am a left-handed person, and, I tend to hold my pencil kind of weirdly, so that combined with being left-handed, I tend to get smudges all over the side of my hand, and it's pretty messy.
Oh boy.
Traditional tends to be very messy for me, which is why I like doing digital more, because I don't have to worry about the mess, and also it's funner in my opinion doing digital. I have more tools that I can utilize with digital than on paper, but I mean, I do draw on paper sometimes. I have a sketchbook somewhere around here.
Nice.
I did last time I drew in it, I think I did some Amy stuff, because I like drawing Amy so much. But yes, I can draw on paper.
Oh, that's the wrong place. I would say I prefer working digitally. Like, I really don't draw on paper much. I also have a sketchbook, but I don't use it very much unless, like, unless I know I'm gonna be stuck in a waiting room somewhere and I'm probably gonna be bored. That's the time when I'll have, like, my sketchbook with me. I'm not as good at drawing on paper just because I can't fix my mistakes. Much of my drawings are me messing stuff up a million times and then eventually getting the line right. And I mean, the problem with me doing that on, like, traditionally with pencil and paper is that I press my pencils really hard. I struggle to draw lightly, and then erasing your pencil marks just leaves, like, big grooves and smudges and stuff that you can't get rid of.
Yeah.
So it ends up, ends up being easier. And also my hand ends up being a lot less sore, because drawing 6 hours by hand will, like, leave my hand hurting pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, you know, on the computer, I don't have to press as hard to get, like, the full color effect that I want, so yeah. But, man, I used to draw by hand all the time, like, all through high school. I didn't have digital equipment until, like, pretty later on. It was not something that was widely available or very affordable. But, yeah. Aha! I think I finished coloring an edgy boy.
Oh, yeah.
There he is.
He's so adorable.
Yes, he is. Oh, is that Surprise Tails? I love him.
He's like, ah! Oh no.
Oh my goodness. Wyatt the Hedgehog asked, KN, have you ever played Sonic Shuffle? I did, one time, and I was very happy to do it. I played Sonic Shuffle once when I was visiting my friend Steve from Belena Productions. Rihanna, and I played a few rounds of Sonic Shuffle, and it's true what they say, Knuckles AI cheats shamelessly. The AI in that game is cruel. Even when you set them on easy, they cheat.
Oh boy.
I normally would have been playing as Knuckles, probably, but because I'm the voice actress for Tails on Steve's channel over at Belena Productions, I played as Tails that time, and, you know, so we could, like, joke around on our character voices, and, like, the main thing I remember from playing that game is that Knuckles was cheating. That's, like, that's the main thing I took away. Oh my goodness. Ah! Ah! There's, like, a weird pop-up stuck on my computer, and it's awkward.
Oh. Oh dear.
It's blocking the chat box. I'm gonna try to refresh so I can make that go away.
Why this?
It didn't go away! It's stuck! Okay, so apparently that's gonna just be stuck there. That's lovely.
I remembered to sketch all of his poses this time. Last time on Rouge, I think I forgot, like, 1 or 2.
Oh.
Alright. It's time for details.
Okay, that is the best I can do. Oh, Blue Blazes 200 said she voiced Belena Tails. Wow. Yes, that was me. I've been the voice actress for Tails on Steve's channel, since, at least since Sonic and Jaws, like the original one. I was not Tails back in Pizza Hog. That was like, to my knowledge, I think that was the only time, like the only video before that had Tails in it where I was not in it. But for the record, I do not voice Tails in the Sonic Zombie series. I voice Tails in, like, the regular story videos. Steve, to my knowledge, does all of the Tails voice. Like, he does all the voices in Sonic Zombies. What were you saying, Toby?
Oh, wait. I was just gonna say, you mentioned Sonic and Jaws, and I just got transported back to middle school. God. I remember that.
It was a good show. I think nowadays, because Steve has gotten so much better at what he does, I think that project slightly horrifies him now. It's like, it was like, I still love it. It was really, really good, but I think just because he's gotten so much better and things are so much smoother, he can see all, like, you know, the things that didn't go as well as he wanted it to. So he's a little bit disturbed by it now.
Oh boy.
It's okay, Steve. I'm still Sonic and Jaws' biggest fan. Trip K asked, why doesn't Steve guest star in Ask the Sonic Heroes? Maybe he will someday. I may or may not have spoken to him already about the idea of it, but we will see. As he is a long-time close voice acting friend of mine. We've been friends for like over 10 years or something, or maybe almost 10, I don't remember. But it's been a long time. I've been voicing for Steve forever. It's been a really long time. Alright, what am I doing? This is supposed to be under here. Now I know why I was confused. Okay, here we go. AOI Kazuya asked, is using SFM considered fan art? I think it depends on what context you mean. Like, there are certainly fan projects and, fan stories, but if you mean something like, fan art submission, I think on very rare occasions do we take, SFM posing pictures as Sonic Heroes fan art, if that's the kind of context that you mean. It's just every once in a while we will, but there's got to be something involved in like the screenshot that's specific to the show. Mm-hmm. Like it clearly it's a scene from a show, like a posing the I'm sorry, I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to color and talk at the same time and it's hard. Like if it was an SFM scene that was made to look like something that specifically happened in Ask the Sonic Heroes or in one of our SonicSong182 movies, then I think it would count as like fan art. But if it's just, you know, like Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails hanging out, that doesn't quite count. Oh, go ahead. What did you see?
I saw somebody in the chat asked, I can't remember what their name was, but somebody in the chat asked what programs we are using. I am using Paint Tool Sai, and I think that KN is using Photoshop?
I'm using Photoshop CC, and I believe that question came from Hedgehog Fans 808, who had asked, what program do you guys use to draw, and is it free? Photoshop is not free. It's really rather expensive. I've got a monthly subscription to the Creative Cloud, and it's part of my, it has been worked into part of my budget, because this program, as well as Adobe After Effects and Adobe Premiere Pro, I use those programs daily for the kinds of work that I do. So, it would be very difficult for me to use a free alternative because I'm super used to my workflow. But also, like I said, I do have it budgeted in, so it's okay. Toby, how much does Paint Tool Sai cost?
I don't know.
I think Paint Tool Sai might have a free version, but I've never used it, so I don't know.
There are a lot of free downloads that you can find on the internet. That's all I'll say about Paint Tool Sai.
Yay! Like, I'm pretty sure that there is a free version of Paint Tool Sai.
Yeah.
There's probably, like, a free version and then, like, a pro version that's not so free.
Yeah,
but
like
I
Paint
don't
Tool
know.
Sai 2 or something. Yeah.
Rachel Squishies said, Sonic Song, I've done some fan art for you guys before. Would you like me to send more? Thanks for calling my username cute. Also, should I send them on Instagram or still on Twitter? Thank you for drawing the art. Please send it on Twitter. Shockingly, I still am not able to figure out how in the world, Instagram works. I've tried to go find fan art on Instagram because I know people requested that, you know, we make an account there so that they can send art. I have not successfully managed to find anything on that website.
Oh.
I have no idea how it works. It's pretty terrible.
Okay, me too.
So Twitter is still a much more reliable way to get fan art across. My computer's freezing, so...
Oh no.
Ariana Kester said, there is a free Paint Tool Sai and I use it. Aha, see, there you go. I was pretty sure there was a free version because I've heard that there was, but because I don't use it myself, I don't actually know. And sometimes if you had a program long enough, then it's hard to remember. His tail is so fluffy, oh my gosh.
I love drawing his tails. They are the best.
They will be so fluffy.
I could just, my tablet would stop glitching, that'd be nice.
Green the Hedgehog said Green the Hedgehog 2004 said, I use Pivot Animator, don't judge me. I would never judge anybody for what program they use to create their art. People gotta use what they have access to and what they get familiar with. I didn't start with, like, fancy, expensive programs. I worked my way up until I could afford to use those things. My first, like, digital art program was a program called MX Freehand. I think that was the super old original version of Adobe Illustrator, but back in the day, it was, like, owned by some, like, you know, I think it was Macromedia or something. I don't know who it was owned by. But it was like it was an old program that I got for like $30 or something, and my first video editing program was Windows Movie Maker.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I upgraded from Windows Movie Maker to Sony Vegas after that because it is what I could afford. And it wasn't like, it was like mid-college that I was able to afford to get Photoshop and my other Adobe programs that I had saved up for and now have budgeted. Here we go. Why? Why are you like this? Photoshop, listen to me. Photoshop is a fantastic program. However, my new computer, I still need to install some extra RAM in here because it is struggling to run my my heavy-duty, heavy-lifting program, so it's being a little slow.
Ooh. Oh boy.
Park Hyman says, I use Medibang, it's easy for me. And Maito Brito said, I used VideoPad Editor. Have you heard of those programs before, Toby?
Yeah, I've heard of Metabang. I've actually tried that out once. It's kind of similar to Fire Alpaca, which is another free program that you can download.
I have heard of Fire Alpaca, mostly because it's got the word alpaca in it, and I love alpacas. So, of course, I remembered.
Tails. Why do your tails gotta be difficult?
Oh, no.
Can't get the curve right.
Star Sun Central says, I do not recommend Windows Live Movie Maker for anyone. It's not compatible with YouTube. Take this as a warning to anyone who reads this. Well, I never used that one. I just used the, regular, Movie Maker program, like the old one.
I used Windows Live Movie Maker when I first started out.
Was it incompatible with YouTube?
You gotta render it a certain way for you to upload it to YouTube.
Yeah, makes
actually.
Sense. A lot of, there are some programs where, like, the first thing that they'll save the video as is something complicated, like an FLV file, and you have to know how to convert it to the right sort of file, or else none of your other programs will accept this intruder. Oh, Star Sun Central said, yay, I was noticed. Hello!
Yay! You did it!
Huzzah! I'm still trying to get, like, Photoshop will respond to me eventually.
It's still stuck?
Yep, it's been stuck for a while. For those of you watching, you can tell when I'm stuck if I'm, like, doing a motion like this forever and nothing is happening. I'm not just wiggling my computer around to, oh, a blotch has come. Let's go. It's a challenge. It is a challenge.
It's waking up.
Yay. Oh boy, yeah, eventually I will get all of these,
Man, I don't think I have the patience for that.
Yeah, this is how I work. I've got so much work to do for the Ask the Sonic Heroes Sonic Forces special that's coming up. Again, for those of you who were wondering and haven't heard already, that is supposed to come out in April. So there was a lot of prep work to do, so much work. But I think it's gonna be a pretty fancy, pretty special episode, so I'm really excited about it.
It sounds like it's gonna be pretty cool.
It will be fabulous. I am really excited about it. It's just that it's got a lot of prep work to be done, which means that we can't get it done until April. That was what we've planned all along, because to be premiering in April. But we are working on other projects in the meantime, including we do have a video to put out today after the stream ends. Yeah. Ooh. It is Ask the Sonic Heroes related, but it's not an Ask the Sonic Heroes episode. So everybody make sure you stick around until the end of the stream, or come back near the end, whatever you gotta do, because I'm going to make that video live as soon as we finish up the stream for the day, so then we can all go and watch it right afterwards.
Very interesting.
Color Shadow's leg. Let's go! Why would you do this to me?
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. I am seeing some positive responses to a new video after the stream. Excellent. Yes, I hope you guys enjoy that one.
I'm excited.
Jazzy worked hard. That's the only other hint. Why? I want to color.
That's the worst feeling.
This is like sitting here and and being a kid and someone took your crayons.
Oh no.
Give me my crayons back. This is terrible.
Oh.
I've got so much work to do. So little time.
One of the downsides of being a digital artist is when the program decides to be a butt. Yeah. Nafessa Ahmed said poor KN. Let's see. Elemental God Anthony J. Infinity asked, KN, what was it like growing up in Alaska? Well, you know, since I never grew up anywhere else, it seemed like a perfectly ordinary place, so it's hard to say, but you know, I was very well adapted to the cold when I lived up there because, you know,
getting snowed on and rained on did not stop anybody from running outside to go and play, like, you know, like it was nothing. I have vivid memories of it being, like, really snowy, like, up to your hips snow, and then raining, and, like, sleet coming down, and then still going outside to go and play in the snow. Like, how did we not all get pneumonia? I have no idea. Daylight was an interesting situation when growing up in Alaska. There's something. 'Cause, up in Alaska, it's so high up on, like, in the hemisphere. It's, like, so, like, near the top of the globe that sunlight hits it differently than if you live, like, in the lower 48 or the, you know, the other states. So what would end up happening is that during the summer, it's broad daylight out at midnight. Just broad daylight. And as a kid, you gotta go to bed at a reasonable hour, whether the sun is out or not. So I'd have to go, like, you know, come inside and be, like, go to bed at, like, 7 or 8. And I'm like, but Mom, all of my friends are still outside riding their bikes. It's like, well, you're not all of your friends. Go to bed.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, but it is better for kids to be well rested, so I understand
That's
that as an adult, but it was interesting having that daylight situation going on. And then the opposite was true during the winter. Like, we'd have to be, like, it'd be lunchtime at, like, at school, and it's, like, pitch dark outside. Like, hooray! Or it's, like, dark as night while we're out there, like, the moon is out and we're waiting for the bus to come to take us to school.
Oh boy. Did you see... Did you see, you probably saw a lot of northern lights up there, right?
You know what? Never. Not even once.
Really?
You have to be really high north, even, like, by Alaska standards to see them very much, and then it also has to be just the right conditions. So I never saw the northern lights. I had always wanted to, but it was not a, condition that happened. I also, like, as an Alaska child, I wanted to see, I wanted to see some sled dogs, but I didn't live in an area where that was a thing either. So, no sled dogs, no northern lights. We did see a lot of bears walking around, though, when we were just trying to mind our own business. And, like, one time at a pizza parlor, like, my grandma took my brother and I, to, like, a pizza parlor. We're just minding our own business, eating our pizza, and this giant moose just walks down the sidewalk, looks in the window at us, like, flares its nostrils, like, fogs up the window, and then it just turns and walks away. I'm like, okay. Dude wanted some pizza, but we could not share. So, yeah, it was a nice place to grow up. It was kind of like being in the country, I guess. Katie loved to sing 18 said, "Daw, no Balto nor sled dogs for KN, sadly." As a little Alaska kid, Balto was one of my favorite movies and favorite stories, because I really, you know, I've always really loved, like, you know, animals and cats and dogs and things, and then the whole Balto story was just like it was just a really neat thing. Like, I read the real life story as well as enjoyed the film, so good stuff. Okay, Shadow. He has not been cooperating for, like, literally 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
so terrible. Maybe you should try closing the program?
That's what I'm trying to do at the moment. Yeah, because it's starting to just color on top of whatever it wants.
Someone wants us to do a Dark Sonic voice.
He only ever did Dark Sonic, like, that one scene in Sonic X, didn't he? It was just that one time.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what he sounded like. I think it was just, like, a more aggressive, normal Jason Griffithy Sonic. And I don't have the most spectacular Sonic voice. Normal Sonic voice sounds something like this if it's coming from me. But if I was doing Dark Sonic, it'd sound something like this. That's the best I can do. It's not my, not my oh my
very
god.
Scary Sonic.
The scariest Sonic. Next time Platy's here, you guys can ask her if she can do it, as I'm pretty sure she can.
Yep. I think it just sounds normal, just kind of creepy sounding, because I remember that clip, and he just sounds creepy.
Oh!
Like, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, gosh.
I'm not even gonna... Yeah, no.
I don't know what happened. Oh, no. Don't mind when it's, the screen like that, everybody. It also didn't work! It's not working. It's okay. I can't do this.
That's so sad.
Oh my goodness. Photoshop. Cease. I don't really want to crash restart it though, because I'm gonna lose my progress. Also, I can hear the family trying to Oh wait, no, that's not that's not the can opener. A shelf tried to kill me today.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What happened?
I did the dishes, and there's a shelf where, like, the, crock pot goes. That's, a device that's used for making soup and stuff. But I put it up on the shelf, and just as I did, the shelf, like, broke loose from the wall. And then I got stuck standing there for a second just holding the shelf up because it has, like, a bunch of heavy cookbooks on it. It had the crock pot on it. It's got, like, jars of rice and, like, you know, other, like, bottles of ingredients and things. So I was like, Grandpa, help.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. You're just not having a day today, huh?
Oh, yes. By the way, this is why Photoshop is struggling so much half the time. Look at how much memory I'm using.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, it's saved, so I'm going to close this one, and... oh, look! It's my boy Silver. But it's not Silver's week. Not yet.
Silver!
Yes, Silver will come eventually. Oh, wait, I just
Someone asked,
you guys can't even...
who was here with Ken, and hello.
Hello.
My name is Toby.
Yes, this is my artist friend Toby, and he is helping me out with, pose sketches and things, and he's working on Tails right now while I'm continuing to do some shadow art.
Trying to do shadow art?
Attempting. I've been frozen for a while, which was not good. Let's go to shadow and open this up again.
Oh man.
Maybe this will work out. Oh yeah, I have my coffee here and I'm going to drink some.
There you go.
And yes, it is 4 o'clock in the evening and I am equipped with a coffee. That's how I roll. Here we go. Someday my Photoshop file will read.
Oh man, I feel so bad for you.
I will be so excited once I've got everything working at 100% on my new computer with the newly installed RAM and stuff, because everybody loves technical difficulties when they're working on a very work-intensive project. These kind of setbacks are a little tough. I've got an Ask the Sonic Heroes episode to make. And it is a very ambitious one, too, so... Here we go. Shadow. Are you gonna behave yourself this time? Please.
Please cooperate, edgy boy.
Yes. He is so edgy, he just did not want to be controlled. Ah!
It works!
Yes.
Yay!
I can color the legs! We've only been here for an hour. That took so long. Oh my gosh.
I hope that doesn't happen again.
Silver Ness said, KN, I feel like you've had computer problems for a while now. I don't think that you guys have ever known me without computer problems. There has never not been computer problems. That's part of why I'm so excited to get everything dialed in with this new one, because it will be, like, the first time, if it works, that you guys have ever seen me not having my computer exploding in my face. That is just how my work- it's been like a part of my work process since the beginning.
So that's why you're so patient with it.
Oh, yes, you know, it certainly has built up a degree of patience. This is good music. Sonic Mania had a really fun soundtrack.
Right? I haven't played it, but man, the music is just great.
It is some fabulous music. I am coloring again! I am so excited! You know,
Yay.
generally one can either spend a lot of time being frustrated by everything that's going wrong, or you can keep a good sense of humor about it, and it tends to be healthier.
That's true.
I forget which battle this one is, this music. It's fun. Here we go.
Yanni Martin was like an accurate representation of Kayan's computer, and then 2 explosion emojis.
Oh no! How sad, but true. Okay, I'm gonna color his inhibitor rings now.
I would play Sonic Mania if I had the chance. If I could, I would, because it seems so fun.
It really was a fun game to play. I think probably sometime I'm gonna do another playthrough of it. I just don't have a lot of free time. I'm always either working. Okay, well, I'm almost always working, but when I'm not working, I'm doing, I try to do my Sonic Song stuff, so it's hard to find time, but I think I would like to do another playthrough, because it really was a good time. It was a very fun game, very well made. Poor Jazzy struggled, though.
Oh boy.
You know, a lot of you guys know this story already, but he broke his controller while playing Sonic Mania. Sorry, Jazzy.
You mean redesigned it?
Oh yes, he went to the redesign store.
Quote Jazzy, he remodeled it.
Yeah. To be crushed and destroyed. Something I need to get back on my new computer once I have, like, everything else settled, is I need to get my game emulator back on here. Because I sometimes did, Sega Genesis emulator streams, so I could play some of the old games. But I don't have access to that anymore because, my computer keeled over and I haven't put anything like that back on, but, I'd like to consider it.
That would be fun.
My old games.
It's been so long since I've played.
Well, you know, it can be hard to find the time. Like, the one thing that I had, you know, time to just play a little bit of here and there is still my good and faithful Pokemon Heart Gold. I Pokeathlon still and, like, shiny hatch eggs and stuff, or try to. I've never succeeded, but, I try still. I think it would be fun to manage, but it's helpful that you can just do like little side quests if you have like 5 minutes here and there on a game like Pokemon, so I still sometimes manage to have time for that. Which wasn't quite the case for when I was trying to play Pokemon Moon, though. Or Pokemon Sun and Moon, sorry. I think it's because I was less familiar with the game and it was a little more complex, so I couldn't just like wander around and be like a doofus for a while and then just be like, okay, I'm done playing for now. Like, it took more attention, so it was harder to play. On the Team 182 server, I can't believe I got addicted to that Professor Oak Pokemon catching thing with everyone else. Like, I was just a spectator for the longest time because I thought the concept was cute, and then I started collecting the Pokemon too, because there was this whole drama with Professor Oak being, like, gone making potato salad for, like, a week. And then now I do it all the time too. I go in and catch Pokemon. My first one on the Discord server was a Sylveon. It was a good time.
Meanwhile, I don't really do Pokemon, but I did use the function a couple times and caught some Pokemon, but I have no idea what I caught, because I don't remember.
You know, a lot of them I didn't know what they were. I forget what I caught today, I didn't know what it was. It looked like a pumpkin with like a candle sticking out of it, and I think the candle part was the head, And I was like, I don't know what it is, but I like him. He is going to be named Charlie.
Aw.
I thought the design was cool, but I had never seen that one in my life. I'm not that familiar with the newer designs, I'm sorry to say. I'm a 90s kid. My knowledge goes only so far.
I only vaguely remember Pokemon. Every time I think of Pokemon, I just think of that one show on Cartoon Network that would run when I was like 4. So probably,
boy.
I don't know, sometime in 2003 and 2004, it was a show that my brother really liked, and it was just Ash catching some Pokemon. I wanna be the very best. That song.
Yes,
That's the Pokemon I remember.
Yeah, I grew up on that myself. I actually didn't watch the show that much, but I was really into collecting like the little plastic Pokemon figurines that they had coming out back in the 90s, and my sister had a ton of the Pokemon cards. I was a figure collector and she was a card collector.
Ooh.
And then my brother's the one that didn't want to be stuck having to trade with the rest of us. So he just got all of the games instead of... Because, like, I got whatever was the opposite of whatever game my brother had, and generally Ames tended to have the same one that my brother had too. Like, she had silver and red, and I had blue and gold. But then my brother just got, like, all the games, so he's like, I won't be the champion, and I don't need you to help me.
I never played any Pokemon games.
That's okay.
I just remember the cartoon, vaguely.
It was a fun cartoon. I saw some episodes, and it was a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
Draxus asked, whatever happened to the old Silver voice actor for your channel? Psychorax, our original Silver the Hedgehog voice actor, we're still all very good friends with him. We're all on good terms and we talk regularly. But he needed to move on with his career. A lot of us started, with YouTube stuff and the SonicSong182 shows and Ask the Sonic Heroes when we were, like, in high school or in just a generally different place in our lives. And so when you go away for 4 years, a lot of stuff changes for people. Their schedules change, their life goals change. And so not everybody could reprise their roles, even though everybody has fond memories of when we all worked together back before the 4-year hiatus. Psychorax, although he really did, like, he was very fond of the show, he actually still watches it and everything, he just needed to move ahead with his career, so he was not able to keep going. However, a lot of the things that Platinum Speed does with the role of Silver, she got a lot of those ideas from, like, conversations that she's had with Psychorax before. So, the spirit of the original voice actor certainly lives on in the current portrayal of the character.
That's good.
It is, and we miss him. We would draft him in here if we could, but he's he and some of the others had other things with their lives that they needed to focus on, which I absolutely understand, and I am still bros with all those people. I mean, similar things happened with Maria Robotnik the Hedgehog's original voice actors. For those of you who didn't know, I actually was Maria Robotnik's first voice actress on the SonicSong182 channel. Her first appearance was in the Shadow and the 13 Ghosts movie that we did back in, like, 2008. And Maria Robotnik makes an appearance in there, and I voiced the character there. But as we included the Maria Robotnik the Hedgehog character, I casted a girl named Sasuya to play the role, and she played the Maria character for a few years on the show, but then she had to move on with her own aspirations and other things in life. So then the second, or I guess kind of the third Maria actress was a good friend of mine named Adaru Moro, and she is a fantastic voice actress and also extremely cute. She played the role of Maria I think the one that comes to mind is she played the voice in Blaze Goes to Disneyland. But then, after the hiatus, she also needed to focus on other things in life, so I picked up the role, and I have kept her since. It tended to be convenient anyway, since Maria Robotnik has a secret backstory and other, like, things involved that makes it a little bit harder for other people to improvise as the character. Like, the whole thing about Maria is pretty integrated into the storyline of the SonicSong182 films and, like, the lore and everything.
Ooh.
She doesn't know a whole lot of that information, and none of the other characters do either, but, you know, it can be kind of difficult to play the role of to do a lot of improvising in the role of a character who can't remember their series pivotal lost memories and things.
Are we ever gonna see some of those memories pop up in the future?
That would be fantastic if I can get back to it again. Some of you guys know that there were 2 more SonicSong182 plush movies that I had always intended to make. There were only 2 more after Silver's Neverending Story that we were supposed to do. But the hiatus happened, and now I've got 3 jobs, and in my brief spare time I make Ask the Sonic Heroes episodes, which are a ton of work. I really do want to finish telling the stories somehow, because there was a whole thing that we were leading up to. Like, there was a whole plot, they were collecting the Chaos Emeralds, there was stuff going down. But, I haven't been able to get back to that yet. I would love to at some point, but it's, difficult, with the way my life has changed since I started on the channel. I am just glad to have the capacity to do what I currently am doing on the show.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Maybe someday.
Someday. Oh my gosh! I really would like to finish the story, because there really was, like, a whole thing going on that was, like, left cliffhanger style for many years. Sad, sad shame.
Rip and rest.
Lambo Guy 633 asked, KN, what are you thinking about doing for spring break? Unfortunately, I do not have spring break.
Aww.
I am finished with school, so I don't have a break. It's just, it's work. Just regular work all week, so I don't really have any, vacation time set up at the moment. The closest answer I can give you to what you might have been looking for is that the next time I'm, like, going on quote-unquote vacation, which isn't really a vacation, there's a lot of events going on this summer that, I would like to attend for the SonicSong182 channel, which does include things like E3 and certain conventions, but we're still working out, the information about all of those things, so I plan on doing that for the summer, but I do not have a traditional spring break or anything where I can escape from my responsibilities for 2 weeks.
That's unfortunate.
I hope they're not giving you guys too much homework. I always thought, that always hurt. Like, they're like, okay, you get 2 weeks off, have fun with your family, alright, here's your 5 or 6 essays, and we need you to read, like, 7 books. I'm like, why would you do this? Like, what does the word break mean to you? I always thought that was sad.
That is kind of unfortunate. What's the point of having a break if you're just gonna give us more work?
Yes, please be kind. Miss Player 30 said 3 jobs, are you broke? No, I would be if I didn't have 3 jobs. YouTube does not count as one of those jobs, for the record. I have 3 non-YouTube related jobs. I just happen to be in a place that's, expensive to exist, so you do what you gotta do, and, you know, and you work on the things you work on, personal projects in the time that you have allotted to you otherwise. Huh. I think I need to change some lines here. It looks a little confusing. Not the chest floof. There we go.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna make one line here. And I need to change this one. Because it's making it look like the gloves are kind of bleeding into each other with the way I lined it. So I'm gonna change it up. And I think that fixes the problem, so... We coo.
Yay.
Whoa! Trip K says, phone's on 1%! Ah!
Oh no! Find a charger!
Good luck! Mario and Sonic's Adventure says, KN, will you do a face reveal? I already have, twice! Also, if you follow me on social media, you'll have seen, like, photos that my face are in, but, the Sonic Revolution convention video, I have a face reveal in that one. So, that was a good one. That was a really fun video. That's when we went to the Sonic Revolution convention last summer, and we met a lot of the other Sonic, content creators, like, Sasso Studios and Piplup77. It was well, and you know, Steve from Belena Productions was there. I sometimes forget to list him because, like, he's my friend. It's like, it's not the same thing as, you know, I didn't go and I meet Steve. Like, Steve and I have already been friends for a very long time, so I forget sometimes. But, yeah, it was a good time, and because we, were meeting, like, we had the plushies meeting all the other content creators, and, we did a little face reveal thing for Me Too, and it was pretty ridiculous.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was a good time, but I have done a face reveal already. And that is also not the only video on my channel that my face has been in, so you might need to look around for the second one. Shadow!
Gotta go on a scavenger hunt.
It's a scavenger hunt for Kayan's face! My goodness, I had so many lagging problems that it's 4:30 already and I colored 2 things.
Oh no.
Boy, are we fortunate that we had some nice Tails drawings to watch in the meantime. Oh my goodness.
He's actually pretty easy to do today, so that's good.
That is good. Okay, now I have this shadow to be done. I'm going to do this part to start with. Multimedia fangirl remembers the face reveal. Yes, it was the classiest face reveal. Here we go. It's covered shadows. Gloved hand. Let's get. Oh, don't do that. I'm coloring out of the lines a little.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. Now I'll clean this up. Here we are. Okay. Maxella Fluffyfoot says, such progress. Kennedy K. Josness says, I like how Toby is drawing Tails' tail. They are so fluffy.
They are so much fun to draw. I love his tails. Ah.
Any, like, extra fluffy tail stuff to draw is, definitely entertaining. I mean, the characters that we've done so far just have, like, this little, like, simple tail, so there's not a whole lot you can do with it. But you can be very expressive with Tails' tails.
Yeah, same with, like, Rouge's wings, except I don't know how to draw her wings. So, I'm leaving that one to Ken.
I will do my best to give Rouge some wings she can be proud of.
Oh hey, Melvin is here.
Melvin! Sorry. Also, the Wax is here, too. Hello, Melvin, and hello, the Wax.
Hello.
Yeah, lots of people in the chat are saying hello to Melvin. This is the white other coloring. Okay. Time to go to his black fur. Whee. Oh no! No! I'm gonna let it sit there and think for a second. Miles Tails Prower hashtag Shadow Meme Lord Squad said, Sonic Song, hey KN, what do you think about Sonic Mania Plus? Are you excited for Mighty and Ray to come out? Are you gonna get the game? I think it'll be good and I'm pretty happy about the game. Alright, I am very excited about that. Like, Jazzy tends to have the news about things before I do, and it said that it had new characters in it, and I was like, ah, I will believe that when I see it. And then Jazzy's like, here's the poster, and I'm like, I need to buy this now. I'm very excited about the new version of it. It's interesting the way that we gotta buy the game again to get the new patch of it. But yep, I want it, and I am looking forward to playing the new one. Mighty and Ray have not been around in a very long time. I will admit I don't know much about Ray. Mighty I always had an attachment to. I love that character. It's just, you know, Sega didn't have him in anything. I've always loved Mighty because I was a fan of the Chaotix in their original form, which was Knuckles plus Vector, Charmy, Espio, and Mighty. They were my boys in the old Knuckles, the Echidna comics. So I am really looking forward to seeing him in the game or not. I think it'd be super fun if they would let you have like a Mighty and Ray co-op mode, but I don't know if they're gonna go that far and let you do that. I mean, if they're gonna do that, please co-op mode with other combos of characters, that would be fun. I want to be able to like play like Knuckles and Tails together.
Bring that back!
Please!
I miss Sonic Heroes!
Yes. I thought the Sonic Advance games were fun, or at least the one that I had, because they let you have any combo of characters. Of the characters that were available, you could play anybody, so like, you could have a specific team for a specific level and stuff. My favorite team actually was the Knuckles and Cream the Rabbit team, because Cream could just destroy people with her, with Cheese the Chow when she's paired with Knuckles, because Knuckles makes the Chow into a war machine.
Oh my gosh.
It's just, it goes out and just like fights people at your command. And it's like, this is fantastic! And so it was fun. Being able to have like the various combos of the friends working together, so I wish they would do that in more games. I found it very enjoyable.
Yeah, I like having a wide variety of characters to play as. I can speak, I promise.
Speaking is fun.
Words!
Yeah, words!
But yes, I like having a wide variety of characters to play as, because I think I just love the cast so much. There's so many different unique characters in the series that it's like you can't leave them out. They're so great.
I like to see them around. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of, you know, not everybody thinks this way. Like, some people think exactly the opposite, and they don't like how Sonic having so many friends running around can bog down the narrative and stuff, but I'm always excited when I see, the other Sonic heroes running around and doing stuff. Like, I was definitely quite pleased to see Silver was going to be involved, at least in some capacity, with, Sonic Forces. It's like, yes.
Oh yeah.
My other boy.
Precious boy.
Like, good stuff, and he got, like, a nice scene with Infinite. I mean, they couldn't do a lot with it. Like, there was too much going on for them to really get focused on, like, that, like, Silver doing anything, because that would have been kind of a detour from the point of the game. But I was really happy that he had a few scenes in there, because he really hasn't gotten to do anything story-wise since, like, it's been a while. It's been a while. It's like, yay, Silver. It's so cute.
Some people in the chat are quoting me. They're just like, words! Saying words!
It's a good quote. Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, I didn't say it. Okay. Merge. There we go. Oh boy, his annoyed pose.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited for this one.
He does not look like the most pleased young man in that shot. Let me get back into the red zone here. Okay. I hope I did the lines right for this thing here. This was kind of a hard one, because their hands are so huge. Making them cross, it makes them look pretty twisty.
Shadow, what the heck? How do you do it?
Why are you doing this? I can't believe you've done this. Symphonic
Can't
Labyrinth
believe we've
said
done
Toby
this.
always does a good job drawing tails. Aw.
Aw, thank you, Symph. I love you.
Let me get...
Symph is a buddy.
Yeah.
She was at one time I did an art stream. Symph was there with me, and same with Rexy.
Nice.
And I still think it was really cool of you guys to show up too. That was so fun. I was
Where
so
do you
happy.
do your art streams from, Toby?
Where do I do my art streams from?
Mm-hmm. I know the answer to this question, by the way, but I'm asking you rhetorically so we can tell the viewers. Where do you do your art streams?
I do, well, sometimes I do them on YouTube, my YouTube channel, which is, right now, it's called Toby Tots. Sometimes I also do it on my Picarto channel, which is, what did I call it this time? I think it's, Star Whiskers, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, once in a blue moon, sometimes I'll use Twitch.
Nice. That is a lot of different areas.
Yeah, I guess I just kind of experiment around to see which one I like the best. I think YouTube is nice because you get to I think you get to interact more with more people. But then again, I also like Picarto as well because it's more for art streams.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yes.
Sounds
There you go.
nice.
Ah, thank you, Melvin. I was gonna say Melvin, but then it changed to Melvin.
Yes, we're in a habit of calling him that. He's not allowed to have his name pronounced correctly. Jason366 Guerrero was asking, what DreamWorks movie have you watched? I think I need to bring up a list to remember which ones DreamWorks is responsible for. I know that they do Kung Fu Panda and How to Train Your Dragon, and I've seen all of both. So I will say those ones, Kung Fu Panda and How to Train Your Dragon. That was good stuff. But I know there were more. Oh, I think they make Shrek. Yeah, I've seen the Shreks too. Well, some of them. I did not watch the last Shrek. I'm like, which one of these ones counts as their signature series again? I don't know. I think their flagship series was Shrek, and I forgot. I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
Like, I'm sorry. But, have you seen many DreamWorks films, Toby?
Yeah. I think I'd also have to
Look
see
at
a list as well to see which ones that they've done, but, I really, really loved, Kung Fu Panda and How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon is just, oof, I love it. I like Kung Fu Panda, but I think, I'd have to say that the second one was probably my favorite.
The second Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah. I think that was the best one
story. Call that one the weakest of the three, but I would say number 3 was pretty weak. I loved the second one. I thought that the peacock guy, Shen, was like he was a fun villain. I liked him.
Same.
Like, he was super messed up. Like, he was a bad dude, but, like, there was some complexity in there. He just couldn't overcome his issues.
Yeah, that's what I loved about him. And, oh man, the feels in that movie just punched me right in the face.
Yeah, like, they did a lot of stuff with, Poe's friendship with Tigress in that one. And then, unfortunately, in the third one, it didn't, really pay much attention to the like, the rest of the Furious Five. They kind of got rid of them as fast as they could. I'm like, but that's a whole big part of the fun.
Exactly.
Like, it's Poe and all of his bros.
I miss them.
Amanda Lout asked, does anyone know what SonicSong182 is using to draw? I am drawing on, a program called Photoshop. I use Photoshop CC, that's the Creative Cloud version, which, is a subscription-based program, and it can be a little spendy. And in terms of what I'm physically drawing on, I have a drawing tablet called a Wacom 12WX. I'm not entirely sure if I would recommend this one. It's pretty old and bulky, but it serves my purposes very well, and I'm very glad to have it. It was an expensive piece of equipment, but I bought it used from a friend, and my brother paid for half of it as a birthday/Christmas gift one year, so I had some help affording it.
Meanwhile, I'm also using a Wacom tablet, but
Do you know
it's
what
not the
model?
kind that let me see here. It's a model CTH-480.
My gosh.
So I don't even know what that means, but it is one that you plug into a computer.
Yeah, mine's a USB plug-in one also. For mine, I do have one of the kinds where you draw right on the screen. It's not like a big fancy monitor. It's I think the screen is a 12-inch. That's probably why it's called a 12WX. It's a decent piece of equipment, but it's old and very bulky. They actually advertised it as being travel compatible. That was a lie. It's got cords like the legs of an octopus. This thing would be really hard to travel with. It's big, it's bulky, it has a lot of cords, so but again, I'm very grateful to have had this to work from. I am able to work very well on it.
I'd imagine. I really want to get the kind of tablet that you can draw on the screen instead of like drawing on like a plastic tablet. I guess plastic. If that's kind of.
They are super nice, but hard to afford. I know there's some other models that are not Cintiq that I saw that were more affordable, but even then you'd need to save up. My advantage is just having time to save money.
Yep.
So I work hard, I save up, and eventually I can, I get some nice things to be helpful. And also, like I mentioned, I had a lot of help affording to get this, just from buying it used, and then from someone who was a friend of mine already, and then my brother helped me out with half of the cost, so
Aww.
It was nice of him.
See if I can figure out how to cross Tails' arms here, because every time I try to draw crossed arms, it doesn't matter if it's like a Mobian or just a person crossing arms. I can never figure it out, so I might have to look up reference, but we'll see.
It
this
happens.
Works. Might be able to do this.
Well, Shadow's aren't, his hands are super huge. I could back up and go back to the one that you did of Shadow crossing his arms, and you could use that for a reference. Which was done as a reference from my original Shadow art, so
yeah.
Reference-ception, I guess. Oh my gosh. You know what? I think I finished coloring that one. Good. Okay. This one was done already when we first started. I really haven't gotten to do a whole lot because my lag stopped me for so long. So we've got this one, then this shadow, then this shadow, which is the arms crossed one, and this shadow. Now I'm going to...
So cute!
Yay! So fluffy.
I'm sorry, I'm dying a little bit. I love him. I love him so much.
He is a good boy. I'm gonna go to this shadow.
Oh.
I have these other shadows to do. There's that one, this one, where he also has his arms crossed, but this one's different. He's
yeah.
He has them tucked in really close in displeasure.
Like he's pouting.
Yeah. Huh. Another arms crossed one. I think that one's the same as the other one, just that he dropped his shoulders a little. Yeah, that's what the difference was. He just dropped it. Oh my gosh.
Is that his oops pose?
Yeah, and he's just standing there. He clearly doesn't care.
Yeah, I was like trying to figure out, oh man, what would Shadow, if he felt, like, if he was saying sorry, what would he look like he was doing? I don't think he'd really,
It's
he
just
doesn't
like
apologize very much.
No, he really doesn't. It's just like a side glance of like, oh, oops.
Just awkward.
Now this is awkward. Oh dear. Struggling with the arms.
I'll figure it out, I think. Wait, hang on, why didn't I just do that?
Oh boy, looks like we have about 10 minutes. I should remind you guys that we have a video to put out as soon as the stream is done. In fact, I will make it live right as we're ending the stream. It is a secret video for now, but I gave you guys some hints about what it was earlier. It is related to Ask the Sonic Heroes, but it is not an Ask the Sonic Heroes episode. And we can thank Jazzy for lots of hard work on it. Those were the hints.
I am excited.
Yes, it should be amusing. Here we go, we get Shadow the Floof is real. Uh-oh. Oh wait.
Floof hog.
I didn't manage to actually get the correct color here. There we go. Alright. Shadow, let's go.
It was so intense.
Yes. We're
It's
intense
time.
people here. Leanne Jasmine Ronquillo asked, "Hey KN, have you ever met anyone in your voice actors?" I assume that means have I ever met any of them in person? Yes I have. My sister is the obvious one, because, you know, and she is the voice actress for Amy Rose and Charmy, and she does some understudy work as well. I also know Platinum Speed in person. She is the voice actress for Sonic, Knuckles, and Silver, and Omega, and she's been doing the voice of Dr. Eggman since the hiatus ended. So I know her in person, and we hang out, and so I've definitely met her before. My, voice actress for Cream the Rabbit has, been in town before, so I did get to meet her in person twice. So the last time she came to visit, we had a good time, went out to lunch, did some fun things. We also went and played some, we went to a video game arcade and played some Luigi's Mansion. Yay! You know, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but the last thing I can think of, just to put on the top of my head, it seems very likely that I will be meeting Beat Blocks, the voice actor for Espio the Chameleon, in person sometime. We just have to get around to it.
Ooh.
So, yeah. Kim Wilson Bloomfield said, "Sonic Song, hi, I'm the biggest fan! Hello!" And Ariana Kester said, "Notice me, please. Hello." Hi, everybody.
You have been noticed by Senpai.
Oh gosh. Here we go. Alright, so we have about 7 minutes, Toby. And I won't have us go like a whole hour overtime like we did last time. Last time we just, you know, we had a lot of people there and we were having fun and I lost track of time. This time, because I want to get that video out and I can't until we finish the stream, I do want to end on time, or mostly on time, so we have 7 minutes.
See if I can finish this pose in 7 minutes.
Oh,
Probably can. Finally figured out how to cross his arms.
excellent.
I
Just
think
the saltiest tales.
he is done.
He's probably talking to Shadow. Shadow's the one who makes him the saltiest.
That's true, and he's right over there. It's funny, he's doing his awkward pose.
I would never be awkward in front of Tails. He's a jerk! Tails and Shadow have some weird long-term beef with each other on this channel ever since Yo Mama jokes. I don't know how it happened. I don't know why it happened, it just did. That's fine. Sure. No, it's not.
Let's see here.
Let's not do that.
Legs!
Legs!
My legs! Let's see here.
What am I doing
Who's
here?
more salty, Tails or Shadow?
It's a hard question to answer without a specific, like, thing to look at, because I feel like they trade off. I do think that Shadow expresses salt more so than Tails does, but Tails holds on to grudges for a long time. Like the bigger fries thing, just never got over it. Uh-oh. No! Why? Okay.
Maybe Tails is so salty because of its fries.
Oh no. Well. At the moment, my pen has stopped responding.
Uh-oh.
You know how it is.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Here we go again.
I am gonna go ahead and just turn Shadow's head back on here so that we can just pause right there, because we have 4 minutes and I want to start getting us set up to get the new video released. So that will just be where I pause on Shadow for the time being. Whew, okay. Alright, guys. We have about 4 minutes before we need to finish up, since we are stopping around 5 o'clock Pacific time, and that is in 4 minutes. I will keep going a little longer maybe because I really want to color some more shadows. However, we do have a new video that is coming out today as soon as the stream ends, so I need to make sure that I'm ready to post that up so that you guys will be the first ones to know about it. But also, another quick reminder, I've been drawing today with my artist buddy Toby Tots, and he's over there doing some tail sketches that I need for a project that I'm working on. We're sort of teaming up on this project here, and this is not the only part of the pipeline we're working on. We actually do have some other things that need to be done for this project, but we can't really explain too much about it until later. You guys will have to see. If you would be interested in checking out more of Toby's work, or maybe catching one of Toby's live streams, at least the YouTube ones, you can check Toby out at this link that I am posting right now in the chat. In fact, I'm going to post it here in the description as well. Yeah!
Yay! Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh my gosh, sorry. I need to stretch. Oh man, okay.
The Lost Leader's just like, ooh, super secret project.
Yeah, you guys will have to see what they are for exactly. More information about it later, but this is only phase 1 and 2. Oh my gosh, his curly tail, I love it.
Yes.
It's so cute, oh my gosh.
I am trying to get them to curl around his feet a little bit. I can just... There we go.
Dia Patel said, can you say bye in Tails' voice, KN? I can, yes. I will read the goodbyes from the participants list of the names that show there anyway in my Tails voice. And then right after that, we are going to have the new video countdown to it being released officially. In fact, I'm gonna prep that right now so that I'll be ready to turn it on right when the stream ends, so you guys will know exactly when to go and check it out. It needs to be set from private to public. All right. So everybody, this has been KN from SonicSong182, and my drawing buddy here is Toby Tots. Please check him out. He has fancy art. Woohoo!
Bye. And bye.
All right. And
Okay, everybody. Thanks for watching a bunch of sketches of me being drawn. Yeah! All right.
Woo.
Goodbye to Adam Osborne, Adam Smithson, Aoi Kazuya, Ariana Kester, Benjamin Imologu, Brittany the Hedge 100, Carol Nettie 122002, Dark Rabbit 16, Dimension X 0, Dia Patel, Elemental God Anthony J Infinity, FAP Warrior, Phala Mora, Frisk the Human, Fun John, Giselle Cisneros, Hannah Hanoka, Green the Hedgehog 2004, Hedgehog Fans 808, Hyper Shattuck the Hedgehog Fusion, Iffy 739, Infinite the Jackal, Jason 366 Guerrero, Jessica the Raccoon, Jose Padilla, Jose Salas, Joseph Rena, Joy Divided 2, Katie Love to Sing 18, Kennedy K. Josness, Kim Wilson Bloomfield, La Familia WJ, Laura Moore, Lechar the Leopard, Leanne Jasmine Ronquillo, Lost Leader, Love Cats, Mario and Sonic's Adventures, Lisa Uzumaki, Uzumaki, Mario and Sonic's Adventures, Mario Playthroughs, Maxella Fluffyfoot, Maito Brito, Metal Sonic ZX, Mimi the Rabbit, Miss Player 30, NDA, Nafesa Ahmed, Pac-Man Fan 64, Parappa the Rapper, Phantom 7620, Pinky Vasquez, Plushy Child, Pony Girl, Quilava 345, Random Rory, Richard Shutter, Richie 2, Rox Weeks, Roxanne Thorne, Royal Phoenix, Sapphire Vixen, Sassy BG, Scott Conlon, Silverness, Silver Kitson A100, Silverware Steel, Snow Wolf of the Heart, Sonic Flash, Sweet Toil, Symphonic Labyrinth, Tails and His Friends, The Wax 70, Travis Mudd, War Turtle, Voca Fan 458, Wyatt the Hedgehog, X Black Hole X, and Yanni Martin, and Yo Jazz Hey! There's everybody!
Yay!
Huzzah!
And I managed to actually finish the sketch, thank goodness.
Oh good, we bought you enough time to finish! I am
thank you,
the
Tails.
handsomest boy. Forget the edgy boy, check me out!
You have more chest flute than Shadow does, that's true.
I do! I am a man!
okay.
Oh boy.
All right, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and make the new video live. You guys are the first ones to hear about it. Be ready. Going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Published. Okay, that should do it. I think that means that we're ready to go. So everybody, go on over there. Go be the first ones to watch the video. It was unannounced before this moment, so you guys are the first ones to ever hear that it even existed or that it was happening, so hooray! Alright, everybody, have a fantastic rest of your Friday, and goodbye from KN, and goodbye from Toby.
Bye.
And goodbye from Tails. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Do. After all those nice goodbyes, let me find out how to stop the stream. Do.